All right, what's up, y'all? So, tonight on SmackDown, man, apparently Cody Rhodes will be addressing Solo Sikoa and his challenge for, I presume, Bad Blood. And this is what I be talking about, bro. This is what I be trying to. I try to defend the booking. I try, but then they just listen. I don't know where this is going. Excuse me. I don't know where this is going. You know, what scares me is that I feel like this is just another way to like pivot away from Kevin Owens, but now I'm like really starting to realize, and I feel like we spoke about this on this channel before. Speaking about how some people think Cody Rhodes is boring. I just made a video about how Cody most likely will never turn heel. And we spoke about how the roster on SmackDown has no one for Cody Rhodes to defend against. So it's pretty much Triple H trying to make the best out of a situation, which he created, by the way, because the draft was he was still there. My thing is this: with Solo Sikoa and with his whole storyline of just like trying to be the new tribal chief. One, I don't think Solo Sikoa is doing a good job of being captivating because he bores the hell out of me. I'm being honest with you. So there isn't even like, there's no interest in me seeing Solo and Cody have a match again. Because if I'm being honest with you, I don't remember anything from the Cody and Solo match except Cody winning and Roman's return, obviously. But from the match itself, I don't remember anything. And it's just like the only time you're going to remember something is if you're like the biggest Cody Rhodes or the biggest Solo Sikoa fan. And even if you're either one of those things, the match wasn't that good. It wasn't a bad wrestling match. It was just boring, because there was already a preconceived notion of who was going to win. That's cool. That's going to be like that for a little bit. But Solo, I still feel doesn't have anything to make you think he's going to be a threat, And I feel like this company has done Solo injustice in a way because they didn't even let him develop to the point to where maybe he could be up to the point where he's like at least a level of Jimmy Uso. I believe Jimmy Uso before I believe Solo. You feel me? Jimmy has more credentials than Solo does, just as far as believability. Y'all know I don't like using that word, but that's the way it is. Tangaloa is like in a position where he's the only one who's lower than Solo. You know what I'm saying? Tama interests the hell out of me. I don't know why they haven't just done Tama versus Cody. If we have to do this bloodline stuff, the tag team titles are free birds so that he can give a belt back to Jacob, and then to have Tom. You could do that. We all know Cody's gonna win, but Tama is a great wrestler. You could run something like that, or you have Jacob Fatu staring right at you. But this is the problem that a lot of other people called out before Jacob even got there. As soon as Jacob gets in that ring, he's going to take completely over, and all the attention is going to be on him because he has what Roman has. He has the charisma. He has the it factor. Solo doesn't have that. He had it for a little bit in NXT, but then they stripped it from him. So he became a thumb. So they haven't even made Solo become more than that. He just wears suits now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care to see another Cody Rhodes and Solo match at any point. Because what are we doing it for? What are we actually doing it for? You know what I'm saying? And then you have the thing, well, KO could come out, and then it's like, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And this is where I as much as I disagree with the whole Cody is boring thing, I understand why people say it. Because this whole storyline makes me extremely bored. Cody and Solo, Cody and Kevin. I don't care. You feel me? Randy Orton needs to get here and save this fast because I'm bored. And I know a lot of people are even more bored than I am. You feel me? And I like KO. I like Solo and I like Cody. It's just Solo and KO have this never-ending boringness feeling around them. And KO's had it for a little bit now. Just because him as a face is not the best. But then they roped him into this bloodline story. And KO has been feuding with the bloodline for years now. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, Randy's the only one who's like, obviously he's doing something different now. But, He lost, so I assume he'll be back on SmackDown. But then I don't want to see him and KO running out to help. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? And I think tonight also the Bloodline are like in an 8-man tag, so it's like the Bloodline versus DIY and the Profits. Don't know why. Yeah, that's your entire tag team division. You know what I'm saying? Damn near. But I assume that's going to be a main event. Another main event that I don't care about. So it's just like, So this is like, there's so many problems that have to be solved. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown as a whole needs a complete facelift because Raw's roster is so much better. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know how we got to this point. Like, I don't know how they set up the SmackDown roster to this point if they knew that Cody was going to win at Mania. You know what I'm saying? If they already had that belief. See, and also, this also makes me think, and I can't believe I didn't think of this earlier. This really makes me think that they had for a long time, like the idea of not giving Cody Rhodes that match at WrestleMania was in their brain for a long time. Because I can't process, before, it doesn't even matter when the draft was, as far as timing. I can't process building a roster and not having enough heels or enough faces on it. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine they did that for Raw in a great way, but didn't do it for SmackDown. And even Raw's in a weird spot because Gunther doesn't have that many challenges, but he has more than Cody does. You know what I'm saying? Gunther and Sammy running the back is much more interesting than Cody and Solo running the back. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest fan of seeing Sammy have a world title match. I'm not. But I'm much more interested in Gunther getting the win over Sammy that he couldn't get at WrestleMania, rather than Solo, who's not going to beat Cody at all, but have another match at like Bad Blood or something. Or even before that. You know what I'm saying? Because then I saw they're doing something, they're bringing back the Saturday night main event or whatever. So I don't know when that is. You know what I'm saying? So that'll probably be treated as a PLE. So I don't know what, I don't know. It's a whole bunch of unknowns right now. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown is going to USA Network next week. That's supposed to be a huge show, and they said they're going to load it up. I don't know what loaded up means. I'm kind of scared. I saw they're bringing Bret Hart to Raw on Monday, which, I mean, cool, I guess, but I don't know. It's just, I don't know where I don't know where the problem is like the worst. Like, is it SmackDown itself? Is it Cody's run? Is it the fact that the Bloodline 2.0 just aren't interesting? Or let me not say that. The Bloodline 2.0 can be revived. It's just Solo isn't. And they're making Solo the focus, so that means everything is bad. You know what I'm saying? Jacob is interesting. Tama Tonga is interesting. Tonga Loa can't do anything, but I don't know. Him and Solo just be having a boring off every week. And Solo usually wins the boring off. It's just, I don't know. You feel me? It's just a whole lot of inconsistencies going on, and I don't know why I'm being subjected to this. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown has always been my favorite show, and Cody Rhodes is one of my favorite superstars today. So it's like two things that I love, and they both aren't producing anything good or not much good. You feel me? And like the Undisputed Championship, this is supposed to be the most important thing in the company. The damn bracelet that Drew broke means more now. You know what I'm saying? How do you perfectly construct a feud surrounded around hate between Drew and Punk more than this whole elaborate bloodline thing? You feel me? And this also makes me think, because I was telling people halfway in the Roman's run, I was like, this run can be cool all you want, but like after the peak is over, you have to deal with the aftermath. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the bloodline story was so top heavy. They had so many big moments, so many intricate folds and stuff like that. Once you start to pull certain instruments away, now there's problems. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Uso, not on television. Jey Uso getting title matches and losing. Solo Sikoa, boring as hell. Roman Reigns, for good reason, not on TV. He had two big losses in his life, so I definitely understand why he's not on TV. I'm gonna move Roman to the side because Roman's excused. But it's just, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really hoping that if they're gonna do this, find some way to make it interesting, please. I don't know how. I really don't know what Cody and Solo can possibly say to make me care about an impending rematch against them. But again, it's not my job to figure it out. It's their job. They're called creative. I'm like, and even if I sat down and like tried, it would be a very hard task. You know what I'm saying? But y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if y'all want me to do a video of me trying to make Solo Sikoa interesting. Like from today. Like if I was offered a job and I accepted it and they brought me in today with the sole purpose of making Solo Sikoa interesting again, let me know if y'all want to see. I might just do it anyway. I don't know. I like challenges. I don't know. But yeah, man, y'all let me know how you feel about this in the comments down below. Are you locked into Cody and Solo having another match, or are you as bored or maybe more bored than I am? But like the video. If you like the video, subscribe. If you're new, subscribe. If you have not already, comment down below kind of video you want me to do next. Stay safe, drink water. I love you guys, and I will see you probably later on tonight for like a recap of SmackDown or something. I don't know. All right.